Hello chess fans, I'm Riyan and you're watching Riyan's English chess videos. A heartily welcome to you guys. In today's video, we'll be discussing about Queen's Gambit opening, and today we will be starting with the main and small lines which will lead to a complicated or very good opening where you will have an advantage. Believe me, this is the best opening that I would say and I play. Okay, and let's start here. Yeah. And before that, if you haven't watched our earlier videos, watch it now. And I uploaded a video last week, and we have made a all new fresh start, and we will be doing fresh videos with the fresh topics and very much fresh look. And I've changed many things. So also have and one more channel, so you can find it by clicking on the I button above, and you can go to the channel and also subscribe to the channel. I put very much interesting technical stuff for that channel. Okay, let's start. So as we all know, it always starts with d4. It's queen's pawn because it's in front of queen. And many people again I have said start with e4 and opponent replies with e5. And they can also go to Royal Opers and Spanish game. But okay. As if you want me to make videos how to master Royal Opers or one, I could also do it. Let me know in the comment section below. And here let me discuss the main options of black. So you know you have to play queen's gambit. You start with the move d4. Your opponent has various options. So maybe he can play knight to f6, and this is the actually the most common lines that I'm showing to you guys. So again, I am using glitches or J, and I can also get stockfish 11 plus. So that's if I turn on this and get an internet connection, it can also give me engine analysis, but here we don't need engine analysis. Okay, knight to f3 is a common, f6 is a common move. E5 is not common, but if you're playing against a beginner he would play this, but it's a very dumb move. Again, we have discussed about the England gambit and it's not a very good opening. I won't recommend it to you guys. He can also play moves like d6 or g6 or even e6, and maybe c5 is also an option, and c6 is also an option. Okay, let's have a quick look at all these lines. And the most common line that I have found with middle level or high level players is e6. So what's with e6 and what's the difference with e6 and other lines? Let us discuss it. Okay, so e6. Wait a minute. Something wrong or yeah, e6. What's happening there? Okay, let me quickly fix. Okay, guys, let us go with e6. There was some kind of disturbance. I'm very sorry. So in the here e6, there are main options. Let me just fastly discuss. The one is going with c5. Sorry, c4 for white. You can also go with knight to f3 and also e4. But let us discuss one. So your opponent plays e6, and when you play e4, what happens is he can play d5, and when he plays d5, it's no longer queen's gambit, it's French defense. And talking about French defense is also quite a good opening. But if you're black, then you have slight advantage, I would say, in French defense. So here after e6, what happens if you play knight to f3? So knight to f3 can lead to various lines, remember, and that's a quite a complicated mode, even not recommended for beginners. Okay, after e6, the best move is c4, and in queen's gambit you do play this and you also sacrifice this pawn, but you get the pawn earlier. See here, there are many options. One option is knight to f6, and if you place that, then this game goes into the Nimzo Indian defense. And talking about Nimzo Indian defense, if I am black and my opponent plays some Queen's Gambit, and I play it on a very regular basics, because Nimzo Indian is a very good opening against Queen's Gambit. And we will not discuss this line. We'll discuss about this line later because a beginner would not know about this Nimzo India. And again, if you make mixed, if black makes mistake in Nimzo Indian, there's also great chance that he would lose his game. Okay, let us go back to e6, and after e6, not after d4. So next option that I said is d6. Oh yeah, and I also said g6. Oh, not this one. Yeah, g6. So both lead to same line. So let me show you a quick intro. So if g6 c4, and then he would play d6 and say knight to c3, knight to f6, and mm, maybe bishop to here. He'll bring his bishop here. This is called Finacchito formation of this. Wait a minute. Sorry. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is a Finacchito formation. Three pawns like square. Sorry, triangle, and this bishop over here. And in next move, say knight to six, they're gonna castle, and after that, there is gonna be a long or a very good fight. Okay, I don't play this opening on a long basis. This is also called King's Indian Defense. So again, if you start with d6 or g6, both would lead to the same line. Next, I would say is d5, and okay, let's has a we go on e5 also. So here you would take, and if you place the move, say knight to c6, this England gambit, you could play knight to f6, queen to here, here. The queen comes here. It gives you check, and now if you block with your bishop, and it takes it right. So that's what happened in the these things. And here you cannot actually save this bishop or rook. You can if you play this, what you can do? You can come back here, and okay, it's a quiet lines over there. But I'm not gonna say sorry. He won't come there. Actually, after bishop c3, he would play bishop c. So actually, I made England Gambit video maybe 2 months earlier. I don't know. So you can just check it out. Yeah, d4. Yeah, where we are is here. Yeah. After queen d4 check, if you give this move, he can actually take it out. And when it takes, actually what you can play is this move. Is check on king, and his queen has to go here. And this game is a quite going game, and black has to suffer a little after d4 if he plays d5. So if the player is not too much beginner, then if he's too much beginner, he would play e5. But if he's slightly knowledgeable or is studying chess or something, he could know this. Here you would play the move c4, and now this is standard Queen's Gambit. Here there are mainly many lines, but I would if you focus on the main line, the rare line is accepting. So black takes this one, and this is also possible. So this is called sclav, and after even after some moves, say knight f6, if you place this, I mean, after some moves, if this formation comes up, then it's also called semi-sclav, and d4, yeah, d4, d5, c4, and here e6 is called Queen's Gambit decline or the orthodox defense. Quite openings are possible, but let us just focus on our main line, and that's this one. So here, what happens if it takes? Then again, we will capture our center of both bishops of free birds, and I say in my previous video, I actually said what happens if our opponent plays this move before. But today we'll discuss the best lines for black, because if you're studying any opening, maybe the correct way, what I think or how I study is I study it in perfect perspective of both. I mean, I put this position on board and I just switch the board, or rotate the board and think as black. Okay, not here. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's a confusion because we made any line here and this engine is showing paths over there. Okay, yeah, it takes here. And when we play actually e4, the best move for black could be he could play the move knight to f6. And here you can not just take this pawn. The point being, if you take this pawn, he can actually take this pawn. So you need to protect it pawn. This pawn is not going anywhere. Remember, don't hurry up to take it. If you lose this pawn, then it's by your mistake and you're not going to get it back. Mm. After this, again I have said my ID is Riyan scratch underscore Rick. You can also challenge me up. And one more thing is, if you think that you are learning something from my videos, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell and also share it to more and more people. Huh. Okay, so here as black, what I will try to do is somehow make consecutive pressure on white. So what is, if you're starting with queen's gambit, you will just think about taking this pawn. So what as black will do, I will put more and more pressure. So at some point, if you think I should take this pawn and you miss something, for example, I play, this is the move, and here if you take again, you are losing this pawn here. How you are losing? Knight would take, and then actually you cannot take back with your queen. And even if black wants a drawish game, then he can also take with queen, and if you want, you can also exchange the queen. There's so many lines. And so this is the basic setup reached after there. And here, what I do is I forward push this pawn, and actually this attacks this knight, and this is also a line. So here, don't actually play f4 because f4 is not just too recommended. Because the point being, when you play f4, what you're doing is actually this bishop over here is blocked again. So you played e4, you didn't play wait a minute, you didn't play e3, and you played e4. Directly you played e4 just because you wanted to free up this bishop. And now if you play f4, there's no point of it. Okay, let's come back. And here, this is the move. And now the opponent has to come here. And now you can have many choices. You can bring back your bishop. A rare move could be this because this is not suggested. And if he comes back here, don't again take your bishop. That's really a waste of moves. And he can, if you repeat the position 3 times, that's also a draw. So there are many ways of draw. I am going to make a video on it also. Now the best move for black could be playing the move e5. Let us take a drawback. So after e5, you can actually say you can take here. So the pawn is gone. So this move is called n percent or n pass, and many of our subscribers didn't know about this. So guys, it's little quite complicated topic and how to do n pass, what are the rules. So I'm I will upload a video on it where I'll give complete details. So in my channel, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. So maybe I could upload video. So if you want the video, you can actually say it to me. Let us go back. So I personally don't end pass here because my that's my personal recommendation. If you take here, you can just take your queen and it's check, and when you take with the rook, then he can actually take back with his pawn, and that's a quite good position. Queen's gambit is aggressive opening. In the aggressive opening, you need queen for attack, and if you lose the queen, that's not a point of playing any aggressive opening. So here you just keep the position like this, and now it's time for capturing this pawn. So this was the overview, or say one more lined details of this thing, bishops and sorry, queen's gambit. And guys, if you want to learn and get all this analysis and this, so what you can do is actually, I hope, wait a minute. Hmm, sorry for delay, guys. So let me find it out and tell you. Okay guys, if you come back to the lichess main page, you can find this community tab here, and when you go here, you can see players, teams and form. You have to go to teams, and yeah, Here you can go to all teams, and there after you go to all teams you can also search here. And what you need to search is this team, my team. I have created a religious team, and that team name is Noob Chess Players Team. So it's for beginners, also called noobs. So here actually we have two members only, and not many members know it. So after creating religious account, you can just follow me and also come to this team. In this team, actually I upload my analysis of chess, that written format, PDF format, and you can view the PDF, and if you want to download it you can also download it. And we also have tournaments, regular tournaments, but now we didn't have tournaments, so you can also follow it. And okay guys, so video is getting longer, and don't forget to share this video, comment on your doubts, suggestions, and what do you think of this video. Like this video if you thought you have learned something, and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to share this video.